I'm not gonna lie, fellas, man. I've been playing with this pulse rifle, and I'm gonna be straight with y'all. I think my grasp mallet thinks I'm cheating on her. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, there's something about it. I'm not saying my heart is going anywhere. I mean, I'm still in love with it, but I'm just saying that this would be a great side hoe, is what I'm telling you. And the more I'm playing with it, the more I feel like it can become a main one. I'm just saying, it's just so good, dude. And not only that, man, hey, sexy weapons. That's all I gotta say, man. They all about the sexiness. And you know, if looks could kill, this does it every time. So let's talk about blind perdition. Did I just say blind perdition? Before we even get started, let's understand what perdition is. Perdition in the Christian theology actually means eternal pain. So this gives you blind eternal pain. Okay, well, you know, so if names and looks could kill, this does it. So let's go ahead and get this shit knocked out. Before we get started today, guys, of course, if we can go for another 1,000 likes, appreciate all the love and support you guys have been giving me. Glad y'all have been liking these weapon reviews, man. And yeah, we've got some stuff coming up on Iron Banner. I'll keep doing these weapon reviews, but the main thing is we're about to start digging into weapon comparisons, which is by far my favorite thing to do. So without further ado, fellas, let's kick it off. Alright, so you guys have probably already seen a few things about this weapon. Of course, the intrinsic perk here being Snapshot. Now, up in this alley, guys, I'm just going with Smooth Ballistics because, I mean, I don't really want to kill my range by too much. You know, of course, you can go with CQB Ballistics if you want. It won't hurt your range as badly as that Smart Drift Control, but you still... you know, with hand laid stock right here, guys, I think it has plenty of stability, especially in combination with counterbalance. High count rounds is pretty much what I've been rocking with. You know, hand loaded is one of those things that you know, could be useful, but the high count rounds does such a good job at flinching enemies that it's just something that I can't pass up, man. I mean, there's a reason why I use bullion so much. It's simply for those high count rounds, man. And to have it here in this pulse rifle, oh godly. So let's talk a little bit about the gameplay. So I've been playing, of course, on my friend's character, and the thing is, man, I'm so jealous, dude. I haven't gotten this weapon yet. All I got was a scout, the hand cannon, and the auto rifle, which are good weapons too. But I wanted this is the it weapon, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so like back last year, Doctrine of Passing was the weapon everyone wanted. That was the it weapon in that sense. Here this year, this pulse rifle is the it weapon. There's so many good things working for it. Now I actually have another pulse rifle B29 party favor that essentially had the same exact perks this weapon had, the only difference being the high cal rounds. So whenever I was going back and forth and kind of messing with them both, I realized very quickly, I was like, man, those high cal rounds make such a huge difference in fucking up the enemy, man. You can mess them up so bad when they're trying to just go into 1v1 straight fights with you, and especially if they're sniping as well, dude, you're gonna be rocking them all day long. Okay, so let's just talk a little bit about the stats, guys. You know, you're looking at 38 range, which is a very solid range stat, guys, as far as being within the archetype that it falls under. So the archetype that it falls under, of course, is your Hawksaw Soros PDX. I'm sure some of you have already played with those archetypes. You're looking at an optimal time to kill of 0.87 seconds, so 8 crits to clarify that for you. Where it really shines, of course, is in those body shots as well. 4 bursts of 12 body shots would, of course, finish anyone off. Now, with all that being said, though, it also has good stability there at 64. Not necessarily the best as far as in comparison to Soros PDX or like Hawksaw as far as base default stability stats, but as far as having counterbalance on it, I can live with what it's got. You see where I'm coming from? Of course, once you combine it with the other things and late stock and all that, everything else, man, you're gonna be just fine with what its stability is. I was not having any issues in controlling the recoil pattern on it, and again, it was pretty, you know, counterbalance keeps everything in line with one another. So all of these things worked really good for it. A huge thing with weapons, man, is I see some weapons that Bungie brings out, and it's like, the perks are good on it, but it's not necessarily a good archetype. Or the archetype is good on it, but the perks are garbage. Here right now with this weapon, it's both. They've landed both of them. The perks are really good and the archetype is really good. Some people do not like grasp simply because of the archetype it falls under. And then other people, you know, a lot of people I've seen that ever got into pulse rifles seem to be able to pick up a Hawksaw Source PDX and run with it. My wife, who's never played Destiny before, who starts playing Destiny, she gets a Hawksaw and she falls in love with the pulse rifle. Never, you know, not really a fan of pulse rifles before that, but she likes the pulse and she likes Hawksaw. What I'm saying is this is a great weapon to step in with. Now, of course, getting this weapon, especially the Adept version, will require you to go flawless. And, you know, that's kind of a problem for some people. But I really highly suggest doing it. I really suggest going flawless and getting the Adept version, simply so you can get an intrinsic perk snapshot. It just makes everything smoother, makes your engagement snappier. And those little things, those little key things help a shit ton. Well, guys, that is, of course, your weapon review on this gun. Out of all the weapons that have dropped, or the weapons I've seen here from trials, man, as far as primaries go, I am the most impressed with this pulse rifle. Either way it goes, guys, get your hands on it, and tell me in the comments below if you've already got it, what you think about it, if it's been destroying Crucible for you guys. And, man, I hope trials is treating you guys all right. I'll be streaming this afternoon as well. We're going to be doing some trial runs with some people, so we'll be seeing you then. All right, fellas, I'll catch y'all later. Slap that like button like your mama told you right.